Too long outside of just saying to the black community enough is enough. We don't need to lose any more lives. You know, time is of the essence. We need to come together and unify as one people and not have any more innocent blood shed in the streets, innocent people and children. So at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Candace, who was the Chief of Staff for Alderman Jeanette Taylor, who will say a few words on behalf of the Alderman, and then you'll hear from the mother, Mr. Sharon Weekly.
Hi, my name is Candace Castillo. I'm Alderman Jeanette Taylor's Chief of Staff in the 20th Ward. Candis, last name Castillo. Ms. Wheatley, the mother of FBG Doug, said her son was a star as she walked up here. Her son was a star, and what we know about stars is they never fade. They always burn brighter. But what I know, as a mother of a black son representing the 20th Ward, we have so many of our sons that are stars. So this weekend, we need to lose no more earthly stars and just make them heavenly stars. His memory needs to burn bright in Chicago, not as a tragic figure, but somebody who was doing what they were supposed to do. So today, I would like to ask on behalf of Alderwoman Jeanette Taylor, on behalf of the 20th Ward, let's keep this as peaceful as we can. Let's remember as strong and peaceful as we can and take a step back and reflect on our own brothers, our own sons, our own cousins, our own family members who we know are stars. And we do not want to see them just be heavenly hosts. Thank you, and I think...
now we'll have from Ms. Weekly. We'll hear from the mom. Ms. Weekly.
My name is Lesheena Weekly. I am the mother of Carlton Weekly, also known to the music industry as FBG Duck. I am here today to ask for peace in the city of Chicago. I am asking that his fans, friends of my son, to please not seek retaliation and the death of my son. For the past year, my son has been on a mission to promote peace. He did several interviews, blogs, and songs to promote peace. Videos asking to stop the killing of the babies and the innocent children. His song, Chicago Legends, was an effort to redirect conflict and encourage the drill music rappers to just make money and support their families. So as his mother, I want to say, please put the guns down. So that the generation of tomorrow can grow and live a long and healthy life. My son was a father of 4 beautiful children. He was an uncle. He was a big brother. And he loved... All right. He loved spending time with his family, his siblings. When he wasn't in the studio making music, he was spending time with his family. To assassinate his character as if he was this gang-banging thug, run around Chicago terrorizing communities is an outright lie. And I'm asking his family, friends, and fans not to buy into them vicious attacks. He has a record deal with Sony Records and was just about to finalize a contract with Rap-A-Lot Records. 6 days before he was shot down in this area where I stand right now. I do not know why.
All right, take it. You got this. You got this.
Carlton was down here buying clothes for his son, whose birthday is next week. He was not antagonizing. anyone on a live video. I do not know where the mayor made this false statement about my son. Carlton Weekly did not have a criminal record.
No criminal record. Not at all.
She should be ashamed of herself for promoting that type of lies about Carlton. I voted for this lady because I trusted her to be honest as a fair person. I recently obtained a video of this mayor with another drill rapper that makes the exact same music as my son.
Exactly.
And this person has a criminal record. So I want to know, why did she use the opportunity to slander my son's name? I am very offended by this mayor. With that being said, I am calling for peace for the murder of my child. And I'm also calling for justice. I am Duck.
We are Duck. We are Duck. We are Duck.
All right, and next we're gonna have the sister, auntie, hairstylist, and then State Representative Lamont Robinson.
Hello. I am Betty T. Weekly. I am the proud auntie of FBG Duck. I am his hairstylist. So he supports black businesses. It's such a joy to see the love that my nephew has shared himself with the community and the world, with the way children look up to him, the way superstar children, athletes, good kids that want to make a difference, because he was an example of making a difference. We came from nothing and he made something. He was legit. He was a working man. He was down practicing social distances. All of that is important. He's a God-fearing man. That's very important. I want you guys to know, our family, we know who sit high. And that's why he fly boy, because he served a mighty God. We ask for peace. We ask to let our children live, give them a chance, not let them be afraid, not let them run and hide under just run away, to show your excellence in Chicago. FBG Duck represents Chicago excellence. When no one gave us a chance, he made a way. He put hard work in. He put many hours in the studio. And if you can look at his videos and see his art, but if you want to know my nephew, please listen to all of those interviews that he shared. And you will see his heart. He has a heart. And the light is going to shine. Death can't stop a light from shining. We love him. We are very proud. We got big smiles on our face. He made us smile. I hope y'all see a replica of the smile, because this is true. Thank you. Thank you for giving my family the opportunity to just love back on you guys through it all. From generations of love, thank you.
And next we're going to have State Representative Lamont Robinson, then Gwen Baxter from the Sisterhood, and then I'll close out.
Good afternoon. My name is Lamont Robinson, and I represent the 5th District in the Illinois General Assembly. I am Duck.
I am Duck.
Mom, our sincere, heartfelt condolences to you and your family, and I want to personally apologize for what was said about your son.
Thank you, America. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chicago.
We are with you. You will receive justice.
That's the name of justice. I don't want any retaliation. My son was not the person that they portrayed. He was my child. No one knew him like I do. And everything, he was a star. He is
High
I am
school.
the proudest mother
College.
in the world.
Yes, we are. Thank you, Jesus.
No one can tarnish my son's name because I do his work.
Everybody know who he is.
I have received messages from everywhere. England, UK, sending me their condolences from around the world on how my son's music inspired them, got through very tough things. And for that, I want to say, I am Duck.
I am Duck. That's right. I am Duck.
I am asking that the violence end and that the retaliation will not happen. I stand here representing the 5th District. I stand here with activists that is working hard to get to the bottom of this so that we will not lose another life, not lose another star, not have another mother have to stand and be saddened and sickened by what's happening in our streets. I'm also calling on Thursday, August 20th at 9 a.m., a meeting of all black men electeds in the city of Chicago to come together because we have to take over our streets. Unfortunately, we cannot wait for our governor. Unfortunately, we cannot wait for our mayor. I am again calling for all of the black men electeds in the city of Chicago to come together at Quinn Chapel on August 20th at 9 a.m. We have to take back our communities. And Mom, again, we're with you. You have our condolences, and we will achieve justice. God bless.
All right, Glenn Baxter, and then I'll close out. We'll have questions afterwards.
My name is Gwendolyn Baxter. I'm the founder of the Sisterhood, which is an organization of mothers that has lost children to gun violence in the city of Chicago. Our ultimate goal here is to stand with this mother, to let them know that we're to dispute what this mayor got on national television and said about this young man. He was an entertainer. He was a drill rapper doing entertainment, the music that these young people like. And for her to get up here and slander his name, assassinate his character that way, we are very upset. Every time a black child die in the city, they want to label them gang-related. It's not always gang-related. And so we're here to let Chicago know that we're standing for peace. This mother just lost her son. It ain't been 3 days. And she's standing out here asking for peace. Let our children live in this city. Cut it out. It's entertainment. That's all it is, simply entertainment. His name was Carlton Weekly. His name was Carlton Weekly. He was born Carlton Weekly. He is not nobody's gangbanger. Show me the record. I need the mayor to show us how she can justify calling this young man a gangbanger. Stop killing and assassinating our children once they have become victims of this senseless murder in this city. Shame on you, Mayor Lightfoot. Shame on you. My whole respect for you has changed. We cannot continue to demonize our children this way. We have college students that have been murdered. We have mothers that have been murdered in this city.
No justice in this city.
And no justice. Come on. If you can't handle your job, move around. Quit. And stop falling into these traps. And I see a picture with you with another rapper, another drill rapper, smiling. And this same rapper has a criminal record. Where's Carlton's criminal record? Where's his gang-banging activities at? Bring your proof. You're wrong. And so that's our ultimate goal here, is to let Chicago know no more. The mothers wants no more. No more. No more killings. Let our young kids live. Our babies been dying. Our older people been dying. Let our children be able to go back outside and play and laugh again. And I pray that the men in Chicago will come together, the fathers come together. Let's do this. Let's take back these communities. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
And as we close and begin to take questions, I also wanted to address, which is the 1,600-pound gorilla in the room. It's not enough that we talk about the elected officials and that we talk about community responsibility, but the radio stations who sponsor this murdering music. So we want to silence we're putting the radio stations on notice. We're coming for you next because you help perpetuate this type of craziness in our community. It's not about free speech at this point. It is about antagonistic, it's about purposely targeting a certain segment in our community with this so-called death music. And so we're asking for the radios this weekend to tone it down. Silence the death music for this weekend. Start talking about peace in our community. Play music that is loving, that's promoting love and unity, and that we're coming together. And then lastly, I want to address the fearmongers and the gossipers. You also should silence yourself. Spreading fear and gossip across the black community. We will not see buckets of black blood flowing through the south and west sides this weekend. We're not going to stand for it. So we're also asking you to silence your fear-mongering and gossiping. Now we'll take questions. Ms. Wheatley, go ahead. Just in front of the mic, Ms. Wheatley.
Sorry.
In the rep.
Is it, obviously, I can see your pain. Tell me, I'm amazed that you were standing here, and I'll tell you why. Because I was told that this is not the first child that you have lost. Will you share with me about the other children of yours that you have lost to gun violence?
Well, within the last 6 years, I have lost 3 of my children. 2014, my 3-year-old twin daughter tragically died in a fight. 2017, my cousin and my oldest son was tragically shot down in the middle of the street, and I still haven't had any justice for him. But I know Carlton is going to get justice because this is like the Rodeo Drive of Chicago. There are cameras everywhere. This is supposed to have been the safest place to do exactly what he was doing, and that was shopping for his son.
With that being said, obviously, I understand the level of really anger about this false narrative you're saying about him. Obviously, he wasn't what he's being characterized as. What do you think the attack was about? Was it mistaken identity? What do you think that was about? The attack that claimed his life?
I don't know.
I have no clue. I couldn't even answer that. Like, who's to say? Like, he was shopping. People envied him. People wanted him out the way. I've even heard it was a ransom put on him. So I don't know. But all I know, my son is not here anymore. Chicago loved him.
Thank you.
Ms. Wheatley, there's a big federal effort underway right now to address gun violence. They call it Operation Legend. They're trying to crack down on this. Do you think that's going to help the situation?
No.
I'm sorry, I couldn't quite hear you, sir.
There's something called Operation Legend going on. It's a big federal effort to address gun violence in Chicago, especially retaliation shootings and the killing of young men in the street like happened to your son. Do you think the federal effort is what's needed to change things in Chicago?
I can't really answer that, but I thought they was here already.
Yeah. Would you like to see more people?
They didn't know.
I don't know.
Because they were here.
Sorry, I hate to ask you to repeat that, but did you say you lost 3 children?
Yes, within the last 6 years.
Can you tell us a little bit about what happened for other children?
Like I just stated, in 2014, I lost my 3-year-old child in a fire. In 2017, I lost my cousin and my oldest son at the same time. So me and my aunt had to bury our children at the same time. And then this incident that happened August 4th with my son, Carlton Week, also known as famous rapper from Chicago, FBG Duck. He has 3 beautiful sons and 1 daughter.
How old are they?
His oldest is 5 and the youngest is 3.
How are you going to help them remember their dad as they grow up? Because some of them are going to have very limited memories.
He is still, they'll never forget him. I still remember stuff when I was 2 and I'm 45. When it's embedded in you, it'll never leave. And it's instilled in them. They know who their dad is. They know who their dad was.
Here's my last question for you. Why was it important for you today to be here to call for no retaliation? Why do you want to be here?
Because that's what I'm about. When my son was killed in 17, I never got a chance to speak on behalf of that because I guess he wasn't important enough for someone to ask me questions. But now, he's important. He's a star from Chicago. He should have been treated like one. He spends thousands of dollars down here.
Love the kids. Hundreds of thousands.
Your child who died in 2017, he died when
Yes, ma'am. Him and my cousin were ambushed and shot dead on the street. Thank you.
I have another question. In light of this, what these are my words, false narrative, but this image that's been put out there about your son, and anyone can respond to this as well, that you say is completely opposite of what he is. What kinds of concerns do you have that false narrative or this improper perception of him as an individual and how he conducted himself will adversely impact an ongoing investigation and bringing to justice those responsible for his death?
Because they got cameras.
Well, they have cameras. I mean, it should be hard to.
Ma'am, I'm going to ask you.
I'll answer.
Let's program. I'm sorry.
The negative
Go ahead.
The microphone now. I'm sorry.
that negative, the negative language that they put out about Carlton Weekly, it to me, it makes me feel like they're putting this out so there doesn't be an investigation. They just want to look at him as some type of thug, a gangbanger who deserved what he got. So by them doing this, we know as black people and in the black community, we know how they do their investigation. Look at the crime rates of a case of Saul in this city, of all these murders. It's unbelievable. So labeling him, they don't have to do their job. Label him mean that they want to justify what happened to him down here. They want to justify that. They cannot justify that. He deserves justice just like the next person. And that's why we believe that they putting out all this negative stuff about him. Carlton Weekly was an entertainer who entertained drill music. That's all it was.
So I'm not to seem confused, but I just, so if indeed he's an entertainer, the perception that's been placed out there has got nothing to do with who he really was.
No.
Then is your desire being here today? Is your desire to? I'm confused about what you're concerned about the retaliation.
The desire is to change the negative. It's not. We're saying about retaliation because people do this copycat type of stuff. He had people that love him. People get angry and he know people in the community, and people do that. That people will retaliate. They retaliate. If you killed my brother, you killed my friend. But that's why she's here to promote peace.
Because we talked about the rumor mill.
We just told you that. He just did
real
that.
issue.
You
All right, so the issue is the rumor millers who've put out rumors all over Facebook that there will be killings in Carlton's name this weekend, that there will be shootings across the south side in certain communities, this weekend in Carlton's name. And so even the representative is really here because he represents Parkway Gardens. Specifically, he represents Parkway Gardens in his district. The alderman, that's her district. So we've been on calls all morning, street outreach workers, working in conjunction to try to calm things down in the community. So we're really here with the mother and his family to say that they don't want death in his name.
Please.
That's not what he was about. And to change the narrative. We as black people in this city have more problems than any other race. We have an internal, external battle that we're dealing with. We cannot allow this type of narrative to continue to happen where young black men who are successful, who are changing their lives, trying to change the community, people ask, well, why was he still here? He has a mother. She's lost children. He has a family. He's a father of 4 kids. Talk about that. But the bottom line is, we want to dispel the narrative of mass shootings taking place in our community this weekend in the honor of Carlton. Carlton, I'm sorry.
Carlton. Do you know where the mayor got this from? Who told her this?
I would say this, with all due respect, the mayor and the superintendent say a lot of things a lot of times. I have no idea, probably the same place where they came up that there were $30,000 to $50,000 street corners going on in the city. And that's not true. We have some economically, socially deprived people in our community. We have young people who are dealing with systemic trauma due to structural racism that have taken their fathers off the streets because of mass incarceration. So you're seeing the frustration of young boys and young girls growing up in broken homes without suitable family structures, that they're lashing out. And sometimes it's in the wrong way. But we are supposed to be there to help them and not demonize them. We understand the problems in our community, but you can't arrest your way out of this problem. Now, we believe that it's going to take everybody. So it's not one of those conversations of defunding the police and all that kind of conversation. It's going to take all of us. We're all in this together. But we cannot stand back and allow this young man's life or his legacy to be demonized after he was murdered here in the street. And that's going all across the nation, seeing him grabbing for help, that there was no help there for him as he reached out his hands, seeking help. So to call him a gangbanger and a so-called rapper, we know that's not true. Again, I think everybody has to check their information that they get. And because there are credible sources of threats and rumor mills going all across social media in this city, as a responsible adult, as a father, as a black man, as elected, as a mother, as siblings, we're saying enough is enough. Enough is enough. We don't want buckets of black blood flowing through the south side of Chicago this weekend, and certainly not in the honor of Carlton. Thank you so much for your time. Bomani Obadeli, BAMANI OBADELE. I'm with Activist Inc., ACCLIVUSINC. All right. Oh, no.